everyone, welcome to another video by The Welcome Center. I'm Jeremiah Williams, or at The Welcome Center, Tour Guide Jeremiah. I'm really excited to give you guys a video about all of the tips and tricks I've learned being here as a freshman going into my sophomore year here at Pace, and I've learned a lot. Now first things first, I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, where I was born, but I actually grew up for most of my life in a small town outside of Houston, Texas. So extremely far away from New York City. Pace University has opened the door to so many opportunities that I never even imagined would be possible for someone like me. But to help you guys out today, I'm going to talk a little bit about my Pace path, what that entails, and what it's like going to college in New York City, because it's truly different from a lot of other state universities. So first for me, I'm a political science and journalism double major, with a minor in communications. And I know, that sounds like a lot, but it's totally up to you guys to figure out what your majors are going to be, whether you're exploring or completely committed, and add minors, switch majors, everything in between. So the first thing I'm going to be telling you guys about today are the residence halls. When I originally was coming to Pace, I learned about everything online, because I had never visited Pace before. So actually watching an online Pace video on YouTube, I found a way to look at all the residence hall options, and specifically for freshmen, 182 Broadway and Maria's Tower. And right now, where I am is Maria's Tower. Originally, I actually selected 182 Broadway, so I totally understand the hype coming in of having your own bathroom, that apartment-style living that's described, but I actually came to love Maria's Tower and actually wouldn't trade it for 182 Broadway. Of course, it's completely personal preference, but there's just something about having a communal aspect, actually meeting the people on my floor, and having that cleaning staff that actually makes me really excited to say I live in Maria's Tower. Also, to my right, the view of the Brooklyn Bridge isn't that bad. It's actually really amazing, especially if I'm able to wake up in time for sunrise, which is never. But outside of residence halls is an organization on campus which I'm super excited to tell you about, and that's the Residence Hall Association, or RHA. RHA has one goal: connecting students who live in the campus residence halls, as well as commuter students, to a community to have fun. That is something I desperately needed when I came from Texas to New York City for the very first time. That's something that was absolutely necessary for me to make friends and have connections right off the bat at Pace. And RHA is the organization for you as incoming freshmen when you're doing that. And I'm actually excited to announce that this year, as a freshman going into my sophomore year, I was actually elected onto the e-board of that organization. An e-board, for those of you who are unfamiliar, are like officers in high school of your favorite clubs, except in college we call them executive boards, or e-boards for short. We love acronyms at Pace. I'm on the e-board for RHA because it meant a lot to me, and as Director of Communications and Outreach, I definitely want to make sure more people have the same freshman experience that I was able to enjoy. Meeting people from different backgrounds, from cities like Pittsburgh, people all the way back in Texas from Austin, and everywhere else in between. It's truly something special to meet people who live in the residence halls and have good friendships right off the bat in college, and it'll actually help you out quite a bit when you're coming to college for the first time. It's an organization that helped me out a lot in college, especially as a freshman, and I definitely recommend it to everyone coming into Pace. But also, I'm a political science and journalism double major, and my heart, I must say, is really with the political science, especially right now during an election year. So, Political Science Society is another organization I joined on campus, an organization dedicated for both casual, Republican, Democrat, and die-hard political fans. Every range of the spectrum, from people super invested to not that knowledgeable, and people who are on both sides of the political aisle, are welcome to the Political Science Society, a neutral zone to talk about politics, my personal favorite topic. And I'm also proud to say I was elected to the e-board of that organization as well, also as Director of Communications. Can you not tell I like to talk? That aside though, I must say, there's something about Pace University's clubs and organizations that's just different from other colleges. There's over 100 clubs on campus, and as a student tour guide, I can definitely say, hearing different people interested in different clubs, there's definitely something for you. And if there isn't, you and 7 friends can start your own Pace club on campus, and it's totally worth it if you really want to make it happen. But outside of Pace, New York City, and just being able to go to Pace as a freshman, living on this residence hall, which is right on top of Pace, Maria's Tower, I've had so many unique opportunities of what I've seen out of my window versus where I've traveled in the subway. The most important memory I've had this far at Pace was definitely meeting Keke Palmer, Michael Strahan, and Sarah Haynes on their talk show, Strahan, Sarah, and Keke. Pace University has an amazing ticket advantage, where they give tickets to students for Broadway shows at discounted rates, and even free opportunities to things like baseball games and Good Morning America shows. Like what? When I came to New York City, I thought those type of things were completely unattainable and somehow cost a lot of money. but there are so many free opportunities, especially at Pace, that you have to look out for them and take advantage. When I tell you my face when I first met Keke Palmer was awful, like the reaction was just like so bad looking in my face. Like I was excited, but you could not tell. I was like, that's Keke Palmer. It was literally insane. But the fact that I got to do that purely through a free ticket opportunity through Pace in my first week on campus was something I will never forget and will always recommend to every student who comes for the first time. But job opportunities on campus are the reason I chose Pace. Outside of the fun experiences down at Seaport, trying out new restaurants with friends, or traveling across the city that I've yet to still fully explore, I literally haven't even been to Central Park. Don't attack me, I know. I haven't seen a Broadway show either. Don't attack me, I know. But there's just something special about having all those different opportunities at your fingertips, but specifically the ones that make you money. Pace University has an amazing career service office and is number 3 in the nation for guaranteed job employment after graduation, which is huge, especially now more than ever. I've already had 3 jobs, yes, simultaneously, while going to Pace and maintaining 18 credit hours, and a healthy GPA. Could be better, but it's still pretty healthy. I definitely recommend that students take advantage of the career service office as soon as you get to Pace, even if it's not the first thing on your mind, because building a relationship with an advisor and getting acquainted with what it takes to have a good resume, have a good cover letter, and just know how business works in New York City and the tri-state area at large is something that every student should be looking out for. So those were a few things that I've learned at Pace and that I've enjoyed. And looking back on it, I can't believe it's actually already been a year, which means I only have 3 more left to do crazy things and have more memorable experiences. But I hope this video was able to help you guys, and down below, comment what you're most excited about coming to Pace, or what you're most interested in at Pace if you're still considering what school to go to. Me, or someone from the Welcome Center will definitely be down below in the comments answering all of your questions. So stay tuned to more videos from the Welcome Center, and I'll see you in the next one.